Полную коллекцию слов ты найдешь по ссылке в описании. Копируй одним кликом и тренируй с умными тренажерами на wordbyword.io.
Patient. The patient is recovering well after surgery. Пациент. Doctor. The doctor will see you now. Врач. Nurse. The nurse checked the patient's vital signs. Медсестра. Hospital. She was admitted to the hospital last night. Больница. Medicine. Take this medicine twice a day. Лекарство. Treatment. The treatment for this condition is very effective. Лечение. Surgery. The surgery was successful. Операция. Diagnosis. The diagnosis confirmed our suspicions. Диагноз. Symptom. Fever is a common symptom of infection. Симптом. Pain. The patient complained of severe pain. Боль. Blood. The blood test results will be ready tomorrow. Кровь. Heart. His heart rate is normal. Сердце. Prescription. The doctor wrote a prescription for antibiotics. Рецепт. Emergency. Call an ambulance in case of emergency. Экстренный случай. Infection. The infection spread quickly. Инфекция. Vaccine. The vaccine provides immunity for several years. Вакцина. Disease. Heart disease is a leading cause of death. Болезнь. Examination. The physical examination revealed no abnormalities. Обследование. Therapy. Physical therapy helped him recover. Терапия. Injection. The injection was administered into the muscle. Инъекция. Wound. The wound needs to be cleaned and dressed. Рана. Fever. The child has a high fever. Лихорадка. Allergy. She has an allergy to penicillin. Аллергия. Cancer. Early detection of cancer improves survival rates. Рак. Diabetes. Diabetes requires careful management of blood sugar. Диабет. Stroke. Quick treatment of stroke can prevent brain damage. Инсульт. Pharmacy. Pick up your medication at the pharmacy. Аптека. Laboratory. The samples were sent to the laboratory. Лаборатория. Ambulance. The ambulance arrived within minutes. Скорая помощь. Surgeon. The surgeon performed a complex operation. Хирург. Specialist. You should see a specialist for this condition. Специалист. Appointment. I have an appointment with the doctor at 3 p.m. Прием. Clinic. The clinic is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Клиника. Ward. The patient was moved to the recovery ward. Палата. Pulse. The nurse measured the patient's pulse. Пульс. Breathing. His breathing became labored. Дыхание. X-ray. The X-ray showed a fracture in the bone. Рентген. Scan. The CT scan revealed a tumor. Сканирование. Ultrasound. The ultrasound confirmed the pregnancy.
УЗИ.
Biopsy. A biopsy was performed to test for cancer.
Биопсия.
The dosage. Follow the correct dosage instructions.
Дозировка.
Tablet. Take 1 tablet every morning.
Таблетка.
Capsule. Swallow the capsule with water.
Капсула.
Ointment. Apply the ointment to the affected area.
Мазь.
Bandage. The nurse applied a bandage to the wound.
Бинт.
Syringe. The nurse filled the syringe with medication.
Шприц.
Thermometer. Use a thermometer to check your temperature.
Термометр.
Stethoscope. The doctor used a stethoscope to listen to her lungs.
Стетоскоп.
Wheelchair. The patient was transported in a wheelchair.
Инвалидное кресло.
Crutch. He used crutches after his leg surgery.
Костыль.
Immunity. Vaccines help build immunity to diseases.
Иммунитет.
Inflammation. The inflammation caused swelling and redness.
Воспаление.
Chronic. Chronic diseases require long-term management.
Хронический.
Acute. He was admitted with acute appendicitis.
Острый.
Contagious. The flu is highly contagious.
Заразный.
Benign. The tumor was benign and not cancerous.
Доброкачественный.
Malignant. The biopsy confirmed a malignant growth.
Злокачественный.
Fracture. The X-ray revealed a fracture in his wrist.
Перелом.
Sprain. She suffered a sprain during the game.
Растяжение.
Bruise. The bruise will heal in a few days.
Синяк.
Swelling. Apply ice to reduce the swelling.
Отек.
Rash. The rash appeared after taking the medication.
Сыпь.
Bleeding. Apply pressure to stop the bleeding.
Кровотечение.
Nausea. Nausea is a common side effect of chemotherapy.
Тошнота.
Vomiting. The patient experienced vomiting and diarrhea.
Рвота.
Dizziness. Dizziness can be caused by low blood pressure.
Головокружение.
Fatigue. Chronic fatigue can indicate underlying illness.
Усталость.
Headache. She took aspirin for her headache.
Головная боль.
Cough. A persistent cough should be examined.
Кашель.
Asthma. Asthma attacks can be triggered by allergens.
Астма.
Pneumonia. Pneumonia is a serious lung infection.
Пневмония.
Bronchitis. Bronchitis causes inflammation of the airways.
Бронхит.
Arthritis. Arthritis causes joint pain and stiffness.
Артрит.
Hypertension. Hypertension increases the risk of heart disease.
Гипертония.
Cholesterol. High cholesterol can lead to heart problems.
Холестерин.
Anemia. Anemia is characterized by low red blood cell count.
Анемия.
Epilepsy. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder causing seizures.
Эпилепсия.
Migraine. Migraines can cause severe throbbing pain.
Мигрень.
Insomnia. Insomnia affects quality of life.
Бессонница.
Depression. Depression is a treatable mental health condition.
Депрессия.
Anxiety. Anxiety disorders are common in modern society.
Тревожность.
Dementia. Dementia affects memory and cognitive function.
Деменция.
Tumor. The tumor was successfully removed.
Опухоль.
Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is used to treat cancer.
Химиотерапия.
Radiation. Radiation therapy targets cancer cells.
Облучение.
Transplant. He received a kidney transplant.
Трансплантация.
Donor. The donor saved 3 lives.
Донор.
Organ. The organ was transported for transplant.
Орган.
Tissue. The tissue sample was examined.
Ткань.
Cell. Cancer cells divide uncontrollably.
Клетка.
Bacteria. Antibiotics kill harmful bacteria.
Бактерия.
Virus. The virus spreads through respiratory droplets.
Вирус.
Antibiotic. Antibiotics should be taken as prescribed.
Антибиотик.
Painkiller. The painkiller provided immediate relief.
Обезболивающее.
Sedative. The sedative helped the patient relax.
Успокоительное.
Anesthesia. Anesthesia is administered before surgery.
Анестезия.
Anesthetist. The anesthetist monitored the patient.
Анестезиолог.
Cardiologist. The cardiologist specializes in heart conditions.
Кардиолог.
Neurologist. The neurologist examined the patient's reflexes.
Невролог.
Oncologist. The oncologist discussed treatment options.
Онколог.
Dermatologist. The dermatologist treated the skin condition.
Дерматолог.
Pediatrician. The pediatrician specializes in children's health.
Педиатр.
Psychiatrist. The psychiatrist prescribed medication for anxiety.
Психиатр.
Gynecologist. The gynecologist performed a routine checkup.
Гинеколог.
Orthopedist. The orthopedist treated the bone fracture.
Ортопед.
Radiologist. The radiologist analyzed the MRI results.
Рентгенолог.
Pathologist. The pathologist examined the tissue samples.
Патологоанатом.
Pharmacist. The pharmacist explained the medication.
Фармацевт.
Paramedic. The paramedic provided first aid at the scene.
Фельдшер.
Physiotherapist. The physiotherapist designed a rehabilitation plan.
Физиотерапевт.
Midwife. The midwife assisted with the delivery.
Акушерка.
Consultant. The consultant reviewed the complex case.
Консультант.
Intensive care. The patient was moved to intensive care.
Реанимация.
Operating theatre. The operating theatre was prepared for surgery.
Операционная.
Outpatient. Outpatient treatment does not require hospitalization.
Амбулаторный пациент.
Inpatient. Inpatient care involves overnight hospital stays.
Стационарный пациент.
Discharge. The patient received discharge instructions.
Выписка.
Recovery. Full recovery may take several weeks.
Выздоровление.
Complication. Complications can arise after surgery.
Осложнение.
Side effect. Drowsiness is a common side effect.
Побочный эффект.
Overdose. An overdose can be life-threatening.
Передозировка.
Relapse. The patient experienced a relapse of symptoms.
Рецидив.
Remission. The cancer went into remission.
Ремиссия.
Prognosis. The prognosis for recovery is good.
Прогноз.
Medical history. The doctor reviewed the patient's medical history.
Анамнез.
Vital signs. The nurse monitored the vital signs.
Жизненные показатели.
Blood pressure. High blood pressure can damage arteries.
Артериальное давление.
Heart rate. Exercise increases heart rate.
Частота сердцебиения.
Temperature. The patient's temperature was elevated.
Температура.
Oxygen. The patient received supplemental oxygen.
Кислород.
Glucose. Blood glucose levels must be monitored.
Глюкоза.
Insulin. Insulin regulates blood sugar levels.
Инсулин.
Hormone. Hormones regulate body functions.
Гормон.
Enzyme. Enzymes help digest food.
Фермент.
Protein. Protein is essential for tissue repair.
Белок.
Antibody. Antibodies fight against infections.
Антитело.
Antigen. The immune system recognizes antigens.
Антиген.
Platelet. Platelets help blood to clot.
Тромбоцит.
Hemoglobin. Low hemoglobin indicates anemia.
Гемоглобин.
Plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of blood.
Плазма.
Bone marrow. Bone marrow produces blood cells.
Костный мозг.
Lymph node. Swollen lymph nodes indicate infection.
Лимфатический узел.
Artery. The artery carries blood from the heart.
Артерия.
Vein. Blood returns to the heart through veins.
Вена.
Capillary. Capillaries connect arteries and veins.
Капилляр.
Circulation. Poor circulation affects the extremities.
Кровообращение.
Respiratory. Respiratory problems affect breathing.
Дыхательный.
Digestive. The digestive system processes food.
Пищеварительный.
Nervous system. The nervous system controls body functions.
Нервная система.
Immune system. The immune system protects against disease.
Иммунная система.
Cardiovascular. Cardiovascular disease affects the heart.
Сердечно-сосудистый.
Gastrointestinal. Gastrointestinal problems cause digestive issues.
Желудочно-кишечный.
Urinary. Urinary tract infections are common.
Мочевой.
Spine. The spine supports the body's structure.
Позвоночник.
Skull. The skull protects the brain.
Череп.
Rib.
He fractured a rib in the accident.
Ребро.
Joint. Arthritis affects the joints.
Сустав.
Cartilage. Cartilage cushions the joints.
Хрящ.
Tendon. The tendon connects muscle to bone.
Сухожилие.
Ligament. She tore a ligament in her knee.
Связка.
Muscle. The muscle was strained during exercise.
Мышца.
Nerve. The nerve was damaged during surgery.
Нерв.
Brain. The brain controls all body functions.
Мозг.
Lung. The lungs are essential for breathing.
Легкое.
Liver. The liver filters toxins from blood.
Печень.
Kidney. The kidneys filter waste from blood.
Почка.
Stomach. Food is digested in the stomach.
Желудок.
Intestine. Nutrients are absorbed in the intestine.
Кишечник.
Bladder. The bladder stores urine.
Мочевой пузырь.
Pancreas. The pancreas produces insulin.
Поджелудочная железа.
Thyroid. The thyroid regulates metabolism.
Щитовидная железа.
Gland. Glands produce hormones and secretions.
Железо.
Appendix. The appendix was surgically removed.
Аппендикс.
Tonsil. Infected tonsils may need removal.
Миндалина.
Membrane. The cell membrane protects the cell.
Мембрана.
Specimen. The specimen was sent to the lab.
Образец.
Culture. The culture showed bacterial growth.
Посев.
Screening. Regular screening helps detect diseases early.
Скрининг.
Checkup. Annual checkups are recommended.
Осмотр.
Referral. The GP gave a referral to a specialist.
Направление.
Consent. Informed consent is required before surgery.
Согласие.
Confidentiality. Patient confidentiality must be maintained.
Конфиденциальность.
Triage. Triage determines treatment priority.
Сортировка.
Resuscitation. Resuscitation saved the patient's life.
Реанимирование.
Defibrillator. The defibrillator restored normal heart rhythm.
Дефибриллятор.
Ventilator. The ventilator helped the patient breathe.
Аппарат ИВЛ.
Catheter. A catheter was inserted to drain fluid.
Катетер.
Drip. The patient received fluids through a drip.
Капельница.
Transfusion. A blood transfusion was necessary.
Переливание.
Dialysis. Dialysis replaces kidney function.
Диализ.
Incision. The surgeon made a small incision.
Разрез.
Suture. The wound was closed with sutures.
Шов.
Graft. A skin graft was performed.
Трансплантат.
Prosthesis. The prosthesis replaced the missing limb.
Протез.
Implant. The dental implant was successful.
Имплант.
Pacemaker. The pacemaker regulates heart rhythm.
Кардиостимулятор.
Cast. The broken arm was put in a cast.
Гипс.
Splint. A splint immobilized the injured finger.
Шина.
Dressing. The dressing needs to be changed daily.
Повязка.
Sterile. All instruments must be sterile.
Стерильный.
Disinfectant. Use disinfectant to clean the wound.
Дезинфицирующее средство.
Antiseptic. Apply antiseptic before bandaging.
Антисептик.
Gauze. Cover the wound with gauze.
Марля.
Plaster. Put a plaster on the cut.
Пластырь.
Scalpel. The surgeon used a scalpel to make the incision.
Скальпель.
Forceps. Forceps are used to grip tissue.
Щипцы.
Clamp. The clamp stopped the bleeding.
Зажим.
Monitor. The monitor displayed vital signs.
Монитор.
MRI.
The MRI revealed detailed images.
МРТ.
CT scan. A CT scan was ordered for further investigation.
КТ. ECG.
The ECG showed normal heart activity.
ЭКГ. EEG.
The EEG recorded brainwave patterns.
ЭЭГ.
Endoscopy. Endoscopy allows internal examination.
Эндоскопия.
Colonoscopy. A colonoscopy screens for colon cancer.
Колоноскопия.
Mammography. Mammography detects breast abnormalities.
Маммография.
Immunization. Immunization protects against diseases.
Иммунизация.
Vaccination. Childhood vaccination is important.
Вакцинация.
Booster. A booster shot maintains immunity.
Ревакцинация.
Contraindication. Pregnancy is a contraindication for this drug.
Противопоказания.
Interaction. Drug interactions can be dangerous.
Взаимодействие.
Allergic reaction. Watch for signs of allergic reaction.
Аллергическая реакция.
Adverse effect. Report any adverse effects immediately.
Нежелательный эффект.
Withdrawal. Drug withdrawal can cause symptoms.
Синдром отмены.
Addiction. Opioid addiction is a serious problem.
Зависимость.
Rehabilitation. Rehabilitation helps patients recover.
Реабилитация.
Palliative. Palliative care improves quality of life.
Паллиативный.
Hospice. Hospice provides end-of-life care.
Хоспис.
Terminal. Terminal illness requires special care.
Терминальный.
Hereditary. Some diseases are hereditary.
Наследственный.
Genetic. Genetic testing can predict disease risk.
Генетический.
Congenital. The baby had a congenital heart defect.
Врожденный. Autoimmune. Lupus is an autoimmune disease. Аутоиммунный. Degenerative. Degenerative conditions worsen over time. Дегенеративный. Inflammatory. Inflammatory bowel disease causes discomfort. Воспалительный. Infectious. Infectious diseases spread easily. Инфекционный. Bacterial. Bacterial infections require antibiotics. Бактериальный. Viral. Viral infections cannot be treated with antibiotics. Вирусный. Fungal. Fungal infections affect the skin. Грибковый. Hygiene. Good hygiene prevents disease spread. Гигиена. Quarantine. Quarantine prevents disease transmission. Карантин. Isolation. Patients with infectious diseases need isolation. Изоляция. Epidemic. The epidemic affected thousands of people. Эпидемия. Pandemic. The pandemic spread across continents. Пандемия. Outbreak. An outbreak of flu was reported. Вспышка. Mortality. The disease has high mortality rate. Смертность. Clinical trial. The clinical trial tested a new drug. Клиническое испытание. Placebo. Half the patients received a placebo. Плацебо. Efficacy. The drug showed high efficacy in trials. Эффективность. Toxicity. High toxicity limits the drug's use. Токсичность. Resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a growing concern. Резистентность.